There's just under 2 hours to vote for the primaries. Here at 6 News, we will be covering everything related to the primary elections.
Tonight, we'll be tracking the results as they come in, and here's a look at the interactive map that we'll be using throughout the night to cover all of the races and give specific information of the voting results happening not only in our area, but across the state as well.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and get a closer look at the map. We can see that the candidate for each race is going to be popping up on this screen. And for instance, taking a look at the race for U.S. Senate, we have several candidates listed here. That's including incumbent John Cornyn, Ken Paxton, Wesley Hunt, and Virgil Burchwell. And then also we want to switch it over. We also have the Democrat race going on right now too. There's Jasmine Crockett, James Tallarico, and Ahmad Hassan. So we've got a list of both sides on it, depending on whatever ballot you're voting on.
Of course, and we can also break down the vote by county to see how many votes are coming in each area. If we click right here, over here on McLennan County, we can see Bell County, Coryell, and Falls. We will have all of those updates. It's a very powerful tool designed to help you follow the election results as easily and as clearly as possible. An exclusive on the 6+ app will be here at the top of the hour at 7 and 8 and 9 o'clock as ballots come in to keep you updated. And of course, we'll be back here tonight at 10 o'clock as well.
Yeah, lots of coverage throughout the night. The polls close at 7 o'clock. If you haven't voted yet and still need to head out, we've got to look at one of those polling locations.
6 News reporter Cindy Walker is live at the Santa Fe Plaza in downtown Temple and has more from voters on what's inspired them to get out and vote this primary election day. Sydney, what can you tell us?
Yeah, Bailey and Adrian, I've seen voters trickling in all day. The line is starting to wrap up a little bit, but just a second ago, it was around the corner here. A lot of Central Texans showing up to get their vote in before the polls close, like you said, in just a little under 2 hours. And the voters told me it's been an easy process. The ones I've spoke to said they didn't have to wait long, just a little bit of a line. And it's a jam-packed ballot this primary season. A lot of different key races that are getting voters out to vote in the polls in the ballot this election. Coming to one of the 41 polling locations here in Bell County. And the Central Texas voters, they're showing up. As of 3:45 p.m., McLennan County had seen about 9,600 voters. Here in Bell County, as of 4 p.m., we've had over 12,000 voters. Again, this primary is going to shape a lot of big races this November. Races here locally in the county, in the state, and even on the federal level. Two voters told me the U.S. Senate seat piqued their interest the most this election. Incumbent John Cornyn is facing off against Ken Paxton and 6 others for the Republican spot, while James Tallarico and Jasmine Crockett are eyeing the Democratic spot on the ballot this November. One voter said they were also interested in the 10 Republicans and 9 Democrats running against Governor Greg Abbott. She also said, having lived in the county for 5 years, the local races like judges, commissioners, and justices of the peace matter to her. But all 5 echo the same sentiment. Voting is your opportunity to make a change.
I wanted to vote because there are some changes that I think need to be done, and I wanted to vote for people that would be able to make those changes happen. That was the primary reason why I went and voted. And just because I think it's my civic duty to do that. So there are some really important issues at hand that I feel very strongly about. So I was very determined. I was like, I need to get out and voice if this is how I can incite change, then this is how I'm going to do it. I need to do it.
Other key races in Texas, Lieutenant Governor currently held by Dan Patrick, and Attorney General, with candidates looking to fill Ken Paxton's spot. We have the latest updates on all of those races and more right here on 6 News. Live in Temple, Sydney Walker, 6 News. And next, we have more on another race that is heating up here in Texas. 6 News reporter Juliana Jackson is live in Waco with the latest on the State Rep 56 race. Juliana.
Thanks, Sydney. Here in McLennan County, we have 2 conservative Republicans fighting for House District Seat 56. We have incumbent Pat Curry, who's being challenged by Ralph Patterson. Pat Curry is asking for another term, pointing to the 11 bills he passed this last legislative session. He says it's proof he gets the job done. His focus heading into the next session, he tells me, is mental health. Curry says he wants to bring a mental health facility to Central Texas and stresses that seniority in Austin matters when it comes to getting things done for McLennan County. His challenger, Ralph Patterson, told me it's time for a new voice. Patterson admits this election season has not been easy, claiming Curry has come after him on the campaign trail. But Patterson says this race is bigger than both of them. He says he wants someone in the seat who isn't just thinking about Austin, but who fights for the people back home. Both candidates tell me they say that water infrastructure, property taxes, and data centers are top priorities, but they both say they want to be a voice for the families of McLennan County. Coming up at 6, we will hear from both candidates on key issues that they would want to bring to the state. Let's head over to 6 News anchor Adriana Alexander, where she's covering District 13.
Yeah, voters in the Texas Senate District 13th seat will soon be able to cast their ballot and decide who they want to represent their district. Right now, there are 2 Republican candidates running for this seat, and one of them is an incumbent. For more information on the incumbent, Angela Orr currently serves as a state representative for District 13 and was first elected to the Texas House in 2021. Orr represents Falls, Limestone, Freestone, Leon, Hill, Bosque, and part of McLennan County. Orr has sponsored legislation focused on zoning and foreign government partnerships. Her platform points include providing property tax relief to Texans, defending rural water, and making Texas #1 in education. Challenging her is Kathleen Wall, who goes by Cat Hall. Wall is a Leon County native, energy executive, and former technology entrepreneur. She's pushing towards legislation needed to reflect the needs of all Texans and hearing from Texans, not just in big towns, but in all parts of the state.
One of the things, and I've already been doing it, is just visiting with people. I've already learned so much by going out and talking to people. Like I did the Meals on Wheels delivery in Bosque County last Friday. Learned a lot just doing that. That will help me write legislation.
And we have made several attempts to contact Angela Orr today to share her platform points with us, but her team has not responded back to us just yet. Tonight at 6, we'll explain more about these 2 candidates and what they are hoping to bring to the state of Texas. For now, live in Waco, Adriana Alexander, 6 News.
Alrighty, thank you, Adriana. If you still need to vote in the primaries, you'll see a section for propositions, but ballots don't explain what the propositions are. So 6 News is here to help. The yes or no questions are opinion polls for the prospective parties, so they'll have feedback on how the parties feel on certain issues. Democrat propositions are on issues such as health care, immigration, abortion rights, raising minimum wage, amongst others. While for Republicans, the propositions are on issues such as banning vaccinating mandates, banning reproductive clinics in schools, not awarding committee chairmanships to Democrats in the legislature, and banning Sharia law in Texas, and more. Voters' answers will help the parties shape their agendas and priorities, but they will not change any laws.
The primary elections are today, just wrapping up in the next 2 hours. Casey Ian will be here with you for the latest on the results. If you want more information about who's running or important deadlines that you should follow, we have a voter guide for you. Just text the word VOTE to the number on your screen. That's 254-777-6000, and we will send you a link over with the coverage for the primaries election.